Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a review of dividing decimals. You're going to divide these numbers and use the answers to solve the riddle. Okay, let's begin with the first one. 8 94 hundredths divided by 6. Okay, now there's no need to change any of these numbers because my divisor does not have a decimal point in it. I can just go ahead and start dividing. Remember, the steps to long division are divide, multiply, subtract, compare, and bring down. A fun memory trick you can use to help remember this is dude, monkeys should cut bananas. This amazing memory trick is brought to you courtesy of Miss Lynn and your classmate Edward. And the reason we redesigned it is to make sure that it would include the C for compare. Okay, let's go ahead and start dividing. Let's see, 8 divided by 6 is 1. That's our division. 1 times 6 is 6. Now we subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2. Now we compare. 2 is less than our divisor, so I know I've divided correctly and I can keep going. If you ever get a number that's greater than your divisor, then you need to go back and make sure that you might be able to increase your quotient here. Okay, now I'm going to bring down the 9. And now I loop back up to the top and start again. So 29 divided by 6 is, let's see, can't quite do 6 times 5, so I'm going to have to do 6 times 4, which is 24. Let's see. Subtract. Now I need to compare, so 5 is less than 6, so I can keep going. Bring down the 4, and 6 goes into 54 9 times. So no remainder for this one. Now I just bring my decimal point up, and my quotient is 1 49 hundredths. Okay, now returning to my clue sheet, I just have to look on here and find 1 49 hundredths, which is here. And I'm going to put an E here for my clue. Okay, now I can keep going. So the next problem I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go out of order. Let's go down to this one. I'm going to solve this one with you. Okay, now look at this problem. 1 56 hundredths divided by 26 hundredths. I can't divide a number that has a decimal in the divisor. I'm going to have to multiply this times 100, and that will have the effect of moving the decimal point over 2 spots. And so once I've done that, I'll have a whole number as my divisor. Okay, so whatever I do to this part of the expression, I must also do to the other part of my expression to keep things balanced. So that turns my problem into 26 for my divisor and 156 for my dividend because I moved my decimal point over 2 spots for each one. So now I'm going to divide, and I'm just going to use my long division. Divide, multiply, subtract, compare, bring down. Dude, monkeys should cut bananas. Okay, now in this case, I can't do 1 divided by 26, and I can't do 15 divided by 26, so I've got to do 156 divided by 26. That makes it necessary for me to come over here and kind of experiment with these numbers a little bit. Now 26 is very close to 25, and 25 times 4 is 100, and 25 times 5 would be 125, and 25 times 6 would be 150. So I'm going to do 26 times 6 and see if that works. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3 more. Ah, perfect. Okay, 6 times 26 is 156, and when I subtract, I get a remainder of 0. So the answer to this expression is also the answer to my original expression. So 1 and 56 hundredths divided by 26 hundredths equals 6. So when I look at my clue sheet, I just have to find the number 6, and I'm going to add the letter I here. I think there's only one 6. Oh, there's 2 6s. Okay, there we go. All right, so now you guys continue on your own. Remember that the only problems that you'll need to change are the ones that have a decimal in the divisor. So those are the ones that I'm highlighting here. If it doesn't have a decimal in the divisor, you can just go ahead and divide it like normal. If it does have a decimal, you're going to need to multiply it by either 10 or 100 in order to get a whole number in your divisor.